You're watching the PIX 11 News at 10.
PIX 11 bringing the attention to the issue of domestic violence all month long. And tonight we focus on ways to help women. For one woman, it took a tragedy. She decided to found an organization to help others who might be in a similar situation. Dan Manarino has more.
It was on the front page of a New Jersey newspaper. And when I realized that, I said to myself, yeah, I know why it's on the front page of the New Jersey newspaper, because I'm a white, Jewish person of means. And it was horrifying for me at the time.
Jill Markowitz is unfortunately an example of how domestic violence does not discriminate.
That's not fair. This is happening all the time. And I applaud your station for doing this program.
Jill's story was certainly not a pleasant one. We've chosen to not mention her late husband's name. For 5 years, the two were happily married. They gave birth to a beautiful girl, Kira. But that is when the problems began.
And also started to alienate me and her from my family and my close friends. I begged him to go into couples therapy with me. He did. That ultimately did not work, and I decided I wanted to, or needed to actually, leave him.
This school photo of Kira was taken in 1992, the week Jill left for a business trip after that conversation about separating. It's one of the last images she has of her daughter.
I was woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning by the police, who, upon opening the door, told me that my husband had killed my daughter and then killed himself.
For years, Jill blamed herself and underwent therapy. And remember that front page headline she mentioned? It's the reason Jill, so many years later, joined Sanctuary for Families in New York City.
So I came to Sanctuary because so many women do not have what I had. And Sanctuary provides so many supports to enable women.
Sanctuary serves as a guiding force for victims of domestic and gender violence. With 1 in 4 women suffering from abuse at some point, they certainly have their hands full.
I was a prosecutor in New York City in the 80s, and the view of domestic violence was very much like I mentioned before. It should be just at home. Nobody should interfere.
Judy Harris-Kluger is the executive director. Having served as a prosecutor in sex crimes and then a judge, she has and continues to fight the battle of what's known as the bystander syndrome. Those who know there is an issue, but say and do nothing.
There's a stigma that they need to mind their own business and stay out of it.
Well, we have to get over that stigma.
Is it because the woman's an adult that they don't make the phone call?
I think it's not that as much as there is still the sense of the family is sacred and no one should intervene in what's going on.
The slogan, "If you see something, say something," may sound cliche, right? But it could make the world of difference to a victim, which could be a woman or even a man.
Often just giving a lifeline, letting somebody know that you know what's going on and you can help find them the help that they need, can give someone the strength to leave.
That lifeline could be as easy as directing someone right to Sanctuary's door, which helps women in every possible way.
Our shelters provide a lot of support to the families who are there, everything from child care to counseling services to assistance in finding permanent affordable housing.
Judy doesn't let the headlines that paint a picture of domestic violence growing in society deter her or the staff from the important work they do, but rather,
you can't be disheartened because the problem still exists. You have to be energized to say, we have to do something about it.
And that was Dan Manarino reporting. For more information on Sanctuary for Families, visit pix11.com.